Hey everybody, it's me, Dr. Sophia, and happy a few days after Thanksgiving if you're here in the States. And I just want to say hi to everybody and just check in and, just sending a kind of soft and slow message, just reminding everybody that during the holidays, we can tend to move faster and we can tend to rush, try to get a lot of things done and finished, perfect, ready, all of those words, lots of other words too come to mind. And, I just really want to put in a plug for not doing all of that and instead doing what feels right and really slowing down and listening to yourself, listening to the little voice in your head, listening to your body, telling you what feels right. I was with my mom yesterday. I was doing some Christmas decorating and she was like, well, gosh, you have so many more decorations than this. Aren't you going to put more out? And I was like, no, I just want to put out what feels good to me today and this year that I want to look at. And I don't want decorating to be the totality of my holiday, which would take forever to put up and then take down. Like I want to enjoy the peace and the tranquility and the people around me of the holiday season. So that's just something I wanted to just name. And if it works for you, great. If not, as always, take what you like and leave the rest. And then the other thing I just want to say is, the holidays really is a time where a lot of us are alone or we are missing people who are gone, who used to be in our lives. And I know that I still experience that. And it's really sad that we have people who may have passed or relationships who have passed and who are gone and dead, and the people may still be alive. That's called ambiguous grief. So there's lots of kinds of grief. If you go to my website, if you read my book that's coming out soon about grief, if you come to my meeting on In the Rooms, which is a recovery website every Wednesday at noon Eastern, you'll learn all about the different kinds of grief that we all experience. But the holidays are a pretty significant time that we are feeling the loss of lots of people, lots of relationships. And, when we are experiencing that grief, it's important to let yourself feel the grief, to acknowledge it and not live in denial about it, but instead to say to yourself, yeah, I am sad that I no longer spend Thanksgiving or the holidays with so-and-so, or I don't see that family anymore, or I don't see my siblings or my parents, whatever it might be. I know for me, I'm estranged from most of my siblings, which is really sad. I come from an extremely dysfunctional family, as we all do in different ways. And I thought that we were all going to kind of be able to grow old together. And, at the passing of my dad, my siblings, most of them could not experience the grief. And I ended up getting sued by one of my siblings, which really tore my family apart. So I'm estranged from them. They don't want anything to do with me, although they're the ones who have poor behavior. But that's what it's like when other people are not in recovery. Behavior just gets worse and worse. So the holidays are a very hard time for me, very bittersweet. I'm incredibly grateful and happy for the life I have now. I'm even grateful to my siblings for teaching me how not to be and really forcing me to continue to do my work in a much deeper way. So their poor behavior really taught me more about ambiguous grief, which I'm grateful for because it's helped me heal, but also I get to help other people in my practice. So anyway, life goes on. But during this time, it's important to feel our feelings. Feel them for as long as we need to. Maybe if we're feeling it too much, we might set it aside and then set a timer for 15 or 20 minutes. Listen to some sad songs, really cry it out on purpose, really seeing those people who you miss, who you've lost, those relationships that are gone, letting yourself feel it, then get grounded. What are ways that you get grounded? Might it be prayer, maybe meditation, exercise, popping into some kind of self-help meeting, being with other people, journaling, yoga, taking a walk outside, being in nature. There's lots of ways to get grounded. For me, I like to meditate and I like to do restorative yoga. That's pretty huge for me, is restorative yoga. And then once you get grounded, connect with the chosen family that's in your life today. The people who want to be around you, the people who value you, the people who you want to be around, your healthy relationships. So we want to feel the grief, get grounded, and then connect in healthy relationships. If you are not sure if you have healthy relationships, well, why don't you figure that out? Start working a 12-step program, work the Codependence Anonymous program or something else. Figure out about how you operate in your relationships and kind of clean up your side of the street. And then if you're not sure if you have healthy relationships, maybe work on that. Get out into the world and volunteer or find some interests and then meet people that way. Find a spiritual community. There's lots of ways to build community and build relationships. People are very likely not going to come knock on your door. And so we have to get out there and find our healthy people, our healthy tribe. I'm just moving to Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's time for me to start building my tribe here in Charlotte with girlfriends. And so that's what I'm doing. So it's our responsibility to build our healthy connections. So anyway, I just wanted to name that the holidays is not always a joyous time for everybody. There's a lot of trauma drama, family drama, all kinds of stuff that we deal with and kind of stays with us. If you are not experiencing this, that's great. If you think someone might be who you know, or you are aware that someone is, reach out to them. Don't sit there and watch someone suffer. Even if they look like they're fine, I always have people think I'm fine because I just kind of always am, and I keep it going. But it's nice when people check on me. I like that. When I was alone, I really enjoyed being invited to my girlfriend's house. I really appreciated that. That spoke volumes to me. So reach out to people, invite them over, just send them a note, send them a card, let them know you're thinking about them. Hope you've enjoyed this message, and I hope you have a lovely holiday season. You will hear from me more, but I did just want to name that there's lots of different kinds of ways of moving through the holidays, and it's good for us to bring in our healthy people and take care of ourselves. So until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.